Streaming on the same platform equals friends according to Reddit. Yeah, Reddit is a bunch of idiots, dude. There's actually a thread going on right now on LSF. I made a comment on Greek stream. It was a joke more so about that. I hate some people in Austin, and man, there's just comments. You know, first off, roasting me. You know, just attacking my character randomly, which is fine. But then there's just comments and comments and comments of them trying to figure out who I hate in Austin. Holy shit. It was just a joke, mate. You know, it's just crazy. And even if I did hate 3 people in Austin, why in God's name do you care? People are like, he hates Mizkiff, and you know, it's crazy. It blows my mind. You would never catch me going on Kim Kardashian Reddit and figuring out who Scott Disick hates.
Nmplol.
Just would never catch me doing it. I just have so much more things to do with my time. Like read Reddit that's talking about me. So, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Hates Miz. I do not hate Miz. People actually generally think I hate Mizkiff. How can I possibly hate Mizkiff? He's literally just the nicest guy. You know. So, how did you meet all those guys new to stream here? How did I meet them? Wow. Okay. Well, we'll start with the obvious guy. I met this guy here, Sodapoppin. Met him like probably 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I met him in like 2009, I think, maybe 2010, maybe 2009. I met him in Elwyn Forest, actually. Do you know what Elwyn Forest is? It's a magical place. It's a magical place in a game called World of Warcraft. That's where I met him at. Long before Twitch was really a thing and stuff like that. And he was a feral druid. You know, he really liked pretending to be a cat. I was a healer. I was a paladin, you know. And back then there was a comp that you could play. It was feral druid, death knight, holy paladin. And it was a pretty good comp. Comp meaning composition. It's a team. So we decided that, you know, through trials and tribulations, that we would become a team in World of Warcraft. And we dominated. We got second in 5v5. We got top 10 in 3v3. We were number 1 for the longest time in 5v5. We were number 1. But they decided to extend the season. They cheated us out of Gladiator. There was 3 people. Sway, it was Sway, Lushies, Koshimo, a whole bunch of those guys cheated us out of rank 1. I'll never forget. Hopefully your life's doing good, but probably not as good as mine and Chance's, by the way. Boom roasted. Yes, that's me being salty and petty. They cheated us out of rank 1, and you know, so you know, a little bit salty about that. And then ever since then we've been friends. You know, a couple years later, I think it was season 12. So it was season 9 we became friends, and then season 12.
Who was the DK that carried both your trash asses?
That guy's name, I forgot his name, but he was actually really bad. He was so bad. The next season he was 24-40. Like he couldn't win. He actually transferred off the server. He couldn't win without us. He was actually really bad. I don't even know what happened to that guy. No, you can ask Chance. I'm not kidding. That dude was trash. And then, yeah, so I met him in WoW, and then I don't remember how it happened, but he started streaming. He's like, "Hey Nick, I'm streaming. Check this out, dude." I'm like, "Cool." But the funny thing is, I actually made my Twitch account before he made his. Like, if you check the dates created on our Twitch accounts, like, I have a really bad memory. I think it's because I eat so poorly. I can't remember shit. But I actually made my Twitch account first before he even had one. So I just learned that recently. But he was like something about I don't remember. What happened was he got kicked out of his house, and I already got kicked out. Oh yeah. I got kicked out because his stream called my mom, told her I was playing WoW when I wasn't supposed to be, and called her the N-word because he was streaming arenas because we were playing together, and that's what happened. So I got kicked out of my house because of that. So I had my place. A few years later, not a few years later, a couple months later, Chance gets kicked out of his house because he gets straight zeros in college. Literally 4 classes, 4 zeros. So he's like, all right, I'm kicked out. I'm like, Chance, come live with me in Michigan. I already have my own place. So he moved to me in Michigan, and then that was toxic. And shortly after that, he got a place for us, and I've been living with him ever since. We did take a 7-month break when he needed to figure some stuff out, and then we got back together, and that's how it's been. So that's how we met Chance. Now we'll go to Greek. Now this is quite the story. If you think about this guy's story here, it's nuts. So, the way we met this guy was during H1Z1. Chance used to play H1Z1, and let me tell you, those were the H1Z1 days on Twitch, man. What a fucking day, man. What a fucking day, dude. And this is, again, from my memory, which is the worst on the planet. It's like I have some sort of all shimmers. Either way, he would stream snipe the living fuck out of Chance, right? He would just, soda, just Mr. Attention Seeker. He made the streams all about him. He was quite funny. He had the accent that was funny. Apparently he says he would come home from work and just stream snipe Chance. That's how we got introduced to him. And then he would stream snipe me as well. And I don't even know. We ended up getting in a call, and we ended up just playing together. And I would stream, and they're like, "Yo, get Greek on stream. Get Greek on stream." And dude, this was before he even was what he is today. No GGX. It was just Greek God, the stream sniper. And then he'd come on my stream, and people would literally be like, "Yo, here's $100 to ban Greek." This was back in the old days. You do anything you want on Twitch. And so I'm like, all right, boom, I banned Greek in the chat for $100. He'd flip out. Then he'd be like, all right, $200 to unban Greek. Then we unban Greek, and then they'd be so happy. And dude, I mean, I made so much money off this guy back in the day. It was ridiculous. It really was. It was just ridiculous. So that's kind of how I met him through that, and through the years, we talk on Discord, you name it. We'd always keep in touch, and then he did his own thing with T1. He took T1 from a 5K Andy to what he is today. So Greek made T1, by the way. Hearts in the chat for Greek. Rumor has it T1 would still be in platinum if it wasn't for Greek. Yeah. So, yeah, and then there was a short period of time where he got banned from hanging out because he was being toxic to some people. But I still talk to him, and then we've just been friends ever since, really. And then one day he ended up getting a work visa, and he met me and Melena in Norway, and now he's been living with us. So he went from a stream sniper, a obnoxious stream sniper, to one of my favorite people on the planet. So that's literally how that went. It's quite crazy. So you never know. Like, if you have a personality, chat, which, no offense, most of you don't. If you do, you never know. You might be able to make it one day. How did I make it? Hey, we'll get to me. Any tips for a small streamer? Good luck, dude. That's really all I have to say. So now we get to Russ. Russ was also, he wasn't really a stream sniper. He kind of was. I think Russ, he claims he's from my community. He claims that he's from my community. Like I said, I have a bad memory, so I don't even remember him being from here. But he might be from my community. I think he is, actually. He's also like a viewer. He's a viewer. Literally, he's a viewer. Like Greek and Russell are viewers that are now some of my closest friends, But again, it's not for everyone. So don't think this can be you, because it most likely cannot be you. Why? Because you're probably weird. Just putting it out there. So don't have some weird delusions of grandeur as if, You know, it's just the way it's gonna be. Like the creature shows up at the house. Hey, I heard your friends are viewers. No, not at all. So we met Russ through that, and he's always been in the community, just hanging out in Discord, raid call, you name it. So we've always been hanging out with Russ, and then one day I don't remember. It was when we lived here. We met him a few times before, I think. And then one day he decided to move to Austin. Like he just came to visit once, and he was here for like 3 months or something like that. Just living here for 3 months. Then I'm like, bro, what's going on, dog? We don't have much space. Something has to give. And then he went to Mizkif's place. And then he's been there ever since. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, of course, rent free across the board. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's kind of how I met Russell. Probably been one of the most consistent donators. He's been donating here for years, actually.
Are you biting your toenails?
Yeah. I gotta get this on camera because this is weird.
Did it.